Welcome back. Good Sunday, August the 9th. Here we are doing a layout from Sacred Geometry Oracle deck. I have already gone through this layout so that I can give you the quick and simple, quick version. You don't have to wait for me to think. So this one is like a seed planting. You know, what's the life of a seed into fruit? Well, in this case, seed, germination, growth, challenge, strength, flower, fruit, what you get on the end. Here's the flower, and here's what you get on the end. Here's the beginning of it. Here's what's it like in the beginning. Well, it feels like you're boxed in on the beginning. So in order for this seed to begin growing, we're going to need to break out of the box, which is get out of whatever's holding us in our place of being, be it other people, be it relationships, be it beliefs. Let's just say it's a relationship, be it you, a significant other, or you and your business, or you and your addiction, or you and your auto mechanic addiction, working on cars and motorcycles, music, anything that's holding you where you are as an identity of a person, or as maintaining your preferences on our policies, on our ways of doing things. Those things might need to change. Because right now we're boxed in. And you know, it might be somebody else's policies that are holding us in. It could be somebody else's policies that are holding us in. But something's got to change. And in order for everything to happen, the germination stage is we have infinite energy, food, possibilities. There's fuel out there. Okay, there's fuel out there. That's the germination stage. The growth part. In order for it to grow, we have to draw a circle in our life and say the area within this area is for this part of my life to be like this. Here's the intention for this part of my life. The greatest example I can give you is when people start building real estate, they have to draw lines around the lot that they're going to build. First, you have to draw lines around the area in your life that you have designed or designated to build something. So, number one, circle beginning. You gotta say, here's where it's gonna be. You gotta break out where you're going. There's plenty of fuel. You gotta state what you're doing. The challenge card. So now here's two people taking care of each other. Upside down. Two people that are not taking care of each other. And we cannot blame it on maliciousness. We can blame it on unconscious doings of things. There needs to be a balance between you and the other that you're in a relationship with. My mind keeps wanting to go to my addiction with auto mechanics and working on motorcycles. I want to do that all the time. That's a relationship of mine, and that's out of balance. It could be with another person. It needs to be balanced. But here's the question. We don't know if we are the one that's causing the imbalance or not. Okay, there's a relationship and there's an imbalance of something. We don't know if we or them are the imbalance. The strength card, what we're going to require for strength. 57. Let me refresh my mind on this one. You feel at odds with yourself and refuse to see the oneness of it all. Conflict seems the name of the game. Stop and listen to your thoughts. Quiet your mind and ask yourself whether the effects of the conflict are serving a purpose or whether they are perhaps a lesson asking you to learn how to resolve differences and return to harmony. You feel at odds. Well, that resonates with being in the box. Oh, you feel at odds. Okay, well, there's an imbalance here. You're feeling at odds with... okay, let's continue because for some reason it clicked later. Later on it clicked. Okay. This one is the flowering. Oh, yes, the flowering. See, here's two people out of balance. And here's the balanced. Here's things balanced. Everything is balanced very nicely and perfectly between the two people. Between the individual and the relationship, be it a business, a hobby, a loved one, significant other. That's balance. So that's what we're seeking. That's what we're seeking. That's the flower. And the fruits of our labor. Well, come on. Obviously, if it's balanced, it's going to be a pretty picture. And obviously, if it's not balanced, it's going to be an ugly picture. So, do we really need that card? Of course, I'm being facetious because I already went through this. 27 upside down. This is the high tide upside down. Oh, that does not look inviting. 27. I already read all this stuff, so rehearsing. It all hinges on the balancing of the relationship. Well, you also have to break out of... Anyway, let's finish this one. The intensity of the situation leaves you feeling as though you have been knocked down. You may feel out of control in any number of arenas. Gather your courage and confront the imbalance. Haha, it says imbalance. Pick yourself up, take control of the situation, and regain balance in your life. See, that's funny. It says balance. Here's the you and the other party need to be balanced. Here's them not being balanced. And there's a relationship going on already, okay? It's obvious because it's everywhere. But as it is, the relationship is holding us in a particular way of being. We need to break out of the way of the being that the relationship has, I want to say, forged us into being. Okay, there's plenty of possibilities to grow, especially if your loved one is understanding and nurturing of your psyche. And then you have to say, all right, here's what I want. I want a place in the garage for my motorcycle. Okay? I'm using examples of my life. And because I was not being balanced with what I truly want between myself and the other. I was giving more than I was allowing to receive. And that was putting more of the relationship weight on her for me being happy and all that kind of crazy stuff. So, what was 57 again? You feel at odds with yourself and refusal to see the oneness of it all. Yeah. I was like, there's no way this would be cool and this would be able to happen. But once she saw how important it was to me, there was plenty of fuel to help create a space in the garage for my motorcycle. I did feel at odds because I never thought that I could have that in my life with another individual. And so now we're on the same page, and and now it takes a different meaning now to put my motorcycle in the picture. Things 27. Let's look into this one real quick. The intensity of a situation leaves you feeling as though you have been knocked down. You feel out of control in any number of arenas. Gather your courage, confront the imbalance, pick yourself up, and take control of the situation. Oh, that's because if I were to dig into my motorcycle mechanics the way I would want to, it would take over my life. I love working on motorcycles. The other way is you are asked to become aware of the reality of the dynamic forces working in your life. You are not powerless in the face of events. You need not wait for the winds of fate to blow you on to the next phase of your life. Learn to utilize spiral vortices and volcanic eruptions that are part of your emotional experience. By using your intuition and intention, learn to harness their power and aid you in action towards your dreams and goals. What was the other one? Oh yeah, the overwhelmingness of how big of a project I would want to take on. But you know what? I would rather face that than the imbalance in a relationship and live boxed up. So you gotta let what's known, let what's important to you be known. All right, enjoy your Sunday.